So it's a big congratulations to Big Cherry Days for winning Week 20's main event. And now it's time to head over to the women's division portion of Week 20's action. That's right, and for race number 1 of the women's division, we have Marissa Heaton, the wife of Al Heaton Sr., Erica Fellows, and Dulcie Harrison. So, the divas are all lined up and ready to go. We start the race! Alright, there goes the first 3 divas pressing down the line as the fans in Mobile, Alabama root on all of the divas. The 24 divas here on the 2017 roster. Right now the 3 divas are going to shake the palm trees. And now they're going to eat the fruit. And who's going to have command of the lead? It's going to be Dulcie Harrison who's going to have the upper hand, because Marissa Heaton and Erica Fellows are both dancing to the beat. As number 1 wins the winning toss for the first race of the women's division race. And guess who's way behind in the competition all the way in the back? It's number 8, Natsu. He's getting all low in last place. As Speedbus number 2 in this race will be made by none other than Marissa Heaton, who's swimming in the water. He goes in second place, but guess who took a shortcut? It's Erica Fellows. What a smart strategy by Erica Fellows to pay off his shortcut strategy. She now leads over the 3 divas of the Cameron, as the next BS win made by number 1. That makes his second BS in the race, but he's still way behind in the competition all the way back. Right now, Dulcie Harrison also trying to get back in this one. He's getting left behind from Marissa Heaton and Erica Fellows, who dominates over the lead as we head back into number 1. Oh, that wasn't nearly enough to make the pass. He stays in last place. I think he needs some more help. Meanwhile, Erica Fellows is dominating over Marissa Heaton. She is climbing up the wall. And now she reaches the top of the wall, and she uses good rest. As number 1 gets a third consecutive speed bus, bringing in total 4 speed buses to the race, and Marissa Heaton is good rest. So she's going to be left behind from Erica Fellows. I don't think she'll be able to make a pass in a hurry. Back to number 1, and she finally maintains momentum. That's 4 in a row for number 1, and it's the speed bus of this race. And back up in front, Erica Fellows has this race all wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. Marissa Heaton and Dulcie Harrison won't be able to catch up to her in time, as Dulcie Harrison takes the next command BS, trying to catch up to Marissa Heaton in a hurry. And it looks like numbers 2, 7, and 8, and number 6 are all good rest. That means number 1 will have full control of the lead over the 5-3 Chao. As Erica Fellows made this race look nice and easy. And number 2 will have the next command BS. Erica Fellows dominate over Marissa Heaton and Dulcie Harrison. Great job. And we have just enough time for one more speed race, and it will be made by number 8. Marissa Heaton will have herself for second, and Dulcie Harrison will come in third place. Alright, Erica Fellows made this race look nice and easy thanks to an easy shortcut strategy. That's right, but we're just getting started with the women's division races. There's more time coming up after the break. Do not go away. Okay, let's move on to race number 2, Paul. You got it. Race number 2 will feature Tiffany Anderson, Andrea Lewis, and Betsy Hill trying desperately to stay alive in a hunt for the 2018 Women's Division playoffs. And let's have a Chao race! Alright, so Tiffany, Andrea, and Betsy are up next. They're trying to rebound from last week's tough losses and some other losses earlier in the season. Which one of them will get back on track? We'll soon know, as the 3 Chao shake the palm trees, or at least 2 of them. And it looks like Tiffany Anderson pauses for one. And there goes Betsy Hill and Andrea Lewis. They'll be battling for the lead up in the front, along with a couple of silver Chao. And what will these Chao be doing? We'll soon know, as the first superstar against divas is Tiffany Anderson, who's trying desperately to catch up. He is heading for the water, and right now number 6 is scorecards. So she's going to be left behind in the competition all the way in the back. And number 6 is going to be heading for the water, along with another silver child trying desperately to catch up in the crowd, as Tiffany Anderson, who now leads over these 3 divas right now, opens this one up with back-to-back speeders. Wow, that was a good swimming strategy by Tiffany Anderson, and back-to-back speeders really helped them put her in the lead. And number 8 is Goodness trying to get some attention here, as number 6, who dominates over 5 silver child and the other divas, takes the next command divas. Tiffany Anderson went from way behind to in the lead over the 8 child right now, as number 1, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then, takes the next command because he's still in last place, don't you think? Anyway, number 7 pauses for a moment, so he's better to drop down to last place over the competition right now. Andre, who is also millionaires to catching up. She's also left behind. Which one of them will get the next command speed mask? It is Andrea Lewis, and down goes one to a Chao. That's going to cause us serious damage. Anyway, let's see how pauses for more and try to get some attention here. As number 8, one of the next command speeders. Now try that's way to catch up, and down goes Betsy Hill. That's going to cause us serious damage. And down goes Andrea Lewis. That's going to cause us serious damage as well. As Andrea Lewis and Betsy Hill climb up the wall, the next speeder is going to be made by our leader, Tiffany Anderson, trying to get her first win of the 2017 season, and she dominates over the rest of the pack. Looks like her opponents won't be able to catch up to Tiffany Anderson in time. And who will get the next command speed mask? As they head for the home stretch, it is going to be Andrea Lewis. That makes her the second speed at the race, but this race is all about Tiffany Anderson as he makes his way through the goal line. Tiffany Anderson whiplashes her opponent in a flash. That means Tiffany Anderson gets her first win of the 2017 season. What a deal. As number 2, one of the next command speeders, he can't forget about leaving those 7 in the dust. Point number 7 is getting left behind in the competition all the way in the back. And that's going to do it for this race. So with that mediocre win, it is Tiffany Anderson who gets her first win after a lot of weeks. That's why coming up we got more exciting action for you. But first have a look at this. Alright, welcome back from our commercial break. Who do we have next, Paul? Race number 3 will feature Sasha Gisball, Nina Helms, and Trisha Davidson. And there's a lineup for this race, and it's back down to the field. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and we start the race! Here we go. And Trisha Davidson is going to race. That means Sasha Gisball and Nina Helms will have the opening edge. Let's find out which one of them will pay off or not in the early run. Right now, Sasha and Nina are shaking the palm trees. And now they're going to eat the fruit. And here they come, busting down the line. These two will be battling furtherly up at the front, with Nina Helms leading over Sasha Gisball by a short distance. And it looks like both of these two are heading for the water. And number 7 is Goodness. As the first superstar against Beepus is number 1, who is way behind in the competition all the way in back. He's trying to get back in this one. And Trisha Davidson pauses for one. So he's better drop down to last place over at the bridges. Or with number 2. He's getting left behind. And number 2 taunts for one. As Beepus number 2 in this race was made by number 10, Nina Helms, who has the best position because guess who took a shortcut? It's number 1. He made it all the way to first place thanks to that shortcut. So this race might go to the next best standing. What a deal by number 1. And who will get the next command for us? As we approach the 1 minute mark, it is Trisha Davidson, not Sue. Try desperately to get back in this one. Right now, number 2 is the real deal, who is way behind in the competition. He's getting left behind along with Trisha Davidson. Number 2 is trying desperately to get back in this one. Well, he's going to need a couple of speed busts if he wants to get back in this one. And this is the first of them. Will he get some more? We'll find out soon enough. Meanwhile, number 1 continues to dominate over the pack. And Nina Helms is going to rise. And down goes Sasha gets bowled. That's going to cost a serious damage. Nina Helms and Sasha gets bowled, battling for the best position in second place. Which one will come on top? We'll find out soon enough. Back to number 2. Once again, he is trying desperately to get back in this one. And right now, Nina Helms back up in front is trying desperately to hold off Sasha gets bowled for the best position as they approach the home stretch. Let's soon know which one will be prevailing over the home stretch. As the next PS we made by number 6, who's trying to hold off Trisha Davidson, and number 2 over at D-Life. And it looks like it's going to be Nina Helms who's going to hold on Sasha gets ball for the victory. As Trisha Davidson gets the next command PS. And number 1 with a miracle comeback winds up in first place. What a comeback by number 1. Looks like Sasha gets ball won't be able to catch up to Nina Helms in time. Nina Helms holds on Sasha gets ball for second place to win this one. Nina Helms is back on the right track and she needs it. And we have just enough time for one more speed bust, and it will be made by number 6. That makes his second speed bust base. And Nina Helms with an easy second place victory over Sasha gets ball. That was for number 1 on her scoreboard. That's right, we'll be back in a bit. Do not go away. And now, Paul will run race number 4. We'll be halfway through our women's division races after this race. That's right. And for race number 4, we have Jessica Claymore, last year's runner-up Sarah Glenmurray, and Rihanna Simon, one of the most popular divas of the Chao Racing universe. Let's see what happens there. Please start the race! Alright, and it looks like Rihanna Simon's going to rest. So let's watch Jessica and Sarah. Last week, Sarah Glenmurray did a very good job overcoming her losses. She got enough power, and now she got her first win of her season. Who will prevail this week? We'll find out soon enough. Right now, Jessica and Sarah are going to eat the fruit, and Jessica Claymore is dancing to the beat. That means Sarah Glenmurray will have full control of the lead up in the front. And what will Sarah Glenmurray doing? It looks like she's going to be heading for the water. As the first superstar gets beat is number 6, who is way behind the competition on the way back. And look at that. Number 1 is going to actually expect to drop down a couple places. Right now, Rihanna Simon is trying desperately to get back in this one as he flies down the water. And who will get speed bust number 2 in this race? It's going to be Jessica Claymore, the party goer of the divas of this Chao Racing. Right now, it's Sarah Glenmurray who has the lead. And Rihanna Simon jumps up to second place thanks to her swimming ability. Now trying desperately to catch up to Sarah Glenmurray. We're approaching the 1 minute mark as number 8 takes the next command SBS. He leaves number 2 left behind in the dust. And number 2 pauses 1-1. So he is expected to be all over last place behind the pack. He is getting way behind in the competition all the way back. As we head back into number 8, and he now passes Jessica Claymore, who's going to mess. So now number 8 jumps up to 5th place because now number 6 pauses for more. So now he jumps on to 5th place after that back to back PUS. Jessica Claymore and number 6 are really in trouble. Number 2 is in dead meat if he does against Speedbuzz, and down goes number 6. That's going to cause a serious damage. As Jessica Claymore gets her second Speedbuzz of the race, but I don't think she'll make it all the way in first place. Back up in front, Sarah Glenmurray currently leads over Rihanna Simon, and down goes Rihanna Simon. But here she comes. She's going to use her power to get back in this one, and she takes the lead away from Sarah Glenmurray. What's going to happen? We'll find out soon enough. Next Speedbuzz belongs to number 2. He finally gets the power, but he's still in last place behind the pack. And it looks like Rihanna Simon pauses for more back up in front, and Sarah Glenmurray is going to rest back up in front, trying to get some attention here, and she will get the next command Speedbuzz, now catching up back to Rihanna Simon. Who will prevail on home stretch? We'll soon know. And it looks like numbers 2 and 6 will go on once a while back. So these two Chao are going to be left behind in the competition all the way in the back. These two Chao are getting left behind in like always. And as number 6 takes the next command Speedbuzz, making his second Speedbuzz of the race, Looks like Rihanna Simon's going to celebrate another easy victory over Sarah Glenmurray. Rihanna Simon does it again. Rihanna Simon gets an easy victory. Sarah Glenmurray will come in second, and it looks like Jessica Claymore will come in third place as number 6 better close this one out with back-to-back POS. Now, getting back in this one. So, Rihanna Simon gets an easy victory. That's right, that's exactly what you said. And we will set the second half on the women's division races after we hear a word from this. Alright, we got 4 more races to go in week 20 for the women's division portion of the show. Paul, tell us what we have next. Race number 5 will feature the wife of Chris Schneider, Maria Schneider, along with Veronica Howard and Rita Raposi. Good luck to the next 3 divas on the quest for the title, and let's rock this place! And there goes the next 3 divas busting down the rainbow path, trying to earn some wins so that they will qualify to have a shot of the women's division title in the 2018 women's division playoffs at the end of the season, which is coming up real fast, I know. And the fans will mean it too. Right now, the free Chao gonna eat the food, and there goes Maria Schneider. She's gonna have command of the lead up in the front. Rita Raposi is right on his tail in second place ahead of the pack. And who will get the winning toss for this race? We're about to find out right now. It's gonna be number 2 who gets it. Trying desperately to get back on this one. Right now, number 7's gonna rest all the way back. And he's way behind in the competition. Just like I mean it. Well, anyway, number 7 is heading for water as number 8 takes BS number 2 in his face, trying to catch up with the others over at the bridges. Right now, it is Veronica Howard who made a pass from Maria Schneider as they both make their way towards the top of the hill and into the sapphire portion of the course. Rita Raposi is catching up to them as well, as the next BS will be made by number 7, trying to catch up with number 6, who leads over the 5-0 Chao in the back. Right now, poor number 1 is getting left behind in the competition all the way back. Number 2 also really needed some help right away. Which one of them got the next command speed rush? It's number 1 who gets it, and that was pretty good speed rush right there. Meanwhile, Maria Schneider is getting tailgated by both Veronica Howard and Rita Raposi. Which of those divas will earn a W on the scorecard when we get to the home stretch? We'll find out in just a matter of moments. Next PS belongs to number 2. That makes his second PS to the race. I think that was a good speed bus right there. And right now, Maria Schneider, Rita Raposi, and Veronica Howard are making their way towards the top of the wall. And Rita Raposi is scoreless. That means Maria Schneider will have a comfortable lead ahead as Veronica Howard, who's safely in second place ahead of Rita Raposi, takes the next command speed bus. And right now, back with the 5-0 Chao, it was like some of the silver Chao are going rest. Approximately number 2 and 6 to be exact. As number 2 will get a first speed bus in space, and number 7 is going rest. So he's better to drop down to the last place over the competition. Looks like Veronica Howard's going to beat out Maria Schneider to sell a close victory. Yep, as number 1 takes the next speed bus. Veronica Howard holds on Maria Schneider for the victory. Veronica Howard gets a close one. Yeah, that was a close one indeed, Paul. And there's more something coming up. So stay with us for more Chao Racing 2017. And next up we have what again, Paul? For race number 6, Brandon, we have Olivia Fortune, last year's 4th place participant, taking on Sydney Newton, and our defending champion, Pauline Carter. Let's see who will win this one. Good luck to the 3 divas, and off! Alright, there goes Olivia, Sydney, and our defending champ, Pauline, bursting down the line. And the fans are cheering on their divas in Mobile, Alabama. And here come the coconut shaped fruit. and now they're going to eat the fruit. And it looks like Pauline Carter and Sydney Newton are dancing to the beat. And there goes Olivia Fortin. She's going to have the upper hand of those three divas at the current moment. And the first superstar against Divas is Sydney Newton. To Singing Bridges, Pauline Carter is heading for the water. And right now, number 2 is going to rest all the way back. So he's better to join number 8 for Dear Life all the way back. As he will get Divas number 2 in his face as he flies down the water trying to regain some ground over the competition. Pauline Carter, with that swimming ability, now has command on the lead up in the front. But anything can still happen. It can still change in a matter of moments. Well, anyway, let's head back into number 2, who's now catching up to number 6 for the lead over the 5 Stuart Chao. Poor number 8 is getting left behind the competition as we pass the 1 minute mark. And so is number 1. He's also really near some catching up to do. But let's head back to number 2 again, and look at that. Not only does he dominate over the 5 Stuart Chao now, he also passes Sydney Newton, who is going to rest. That is very interesting indeed. And back up in the wavefront, Pauline Carter currently dominates over Olivia Fortin and Cameron, but here comes Sydney Newton with the next command Divas. She wants revenge over Olivia Fortin and Pauline Carter. And number 8 still really needs some help, but the next Divas will be made by number 1, who's trying to hold on number 6 for 6th place on pack. And yes indeed, Sydney Newton used all of her strength to make the pass from Pauline Carter. Well, Pauline Carter's going to have the next command video, so she can forget about going to sleep. But will she get back to the lead from Sydney Newton? We'll find out soon enough. Right now, number 8 still really needs some help. He's still way behind the competition. And he and number 1 are both going to rest. So they're going to be left behind in competition. As Olivia Fortin will have the next command PS, it looks like Sydney Newton is going to have another victory. One step closer towards fulfilling her dreams, unless Pauline Carter can make the miracle statement. As number 7 takes the next PS, Sydney Newton holds off Pauline Carter. Sydney Newton is now 5-2 thanks to that incredible victory. And her fans love her victories, including today. That's right, but how long will his season last? We'll find out in just a matter of moments for now. Back in a bit, do not go away. Alright, Paul, we're back from my commercial. Who do we have next? Race number 7 will feature the wife of Antonio Bennett. The next year's superstar herself is Christina Bennett. That's who, taking on Sandy McDonald and Yuka Kojima from Japan. Which I know she did very well getting the win last week. Let's see what happens in this week. Everyone's on the clock, and please start the race! And there goes the next 3 divas, trying to earn a win one step closer towards fulfilling their dream as the 2018 Women's Champion at the end of this season. As we all know, everyone is a winner so far here in Mobile, Alabama, no matter who won the race. And it looks like Christina Bennett is dancing to the beat. And there goes Sandy McDonald and Yuka Kojima. They're going to be battling for the lead up in the front. As Yuka Kojima from Japan takes the opening toss. That was a great speed bus to start the race. Yep, that was a good speed bus indeed by Yuka Kojima. Well played speed bus that time. And numbers 1 and 7 are all the way in the back. They're getting left behind in the competition. Number 7 is heading for the 1. And number 1 taunts for more. Expect to be left behind for competition. As our Japanese unit Yuka Kojima opens this one up with back-to-back speed bus. And right now it is Sandy McDonald who leads over Christina Bennett, who is the wife of the next series superstar of the classic go-getters, Antonio Bennett. That's who. Anyway, let's find out who will get the next command PS. It's number 8 who will have the next command PS. Try desperately to leave the opposite of us. And number 2 was pausing for a moment, trying to get some tension here. He and number 1 are getting left behind as we pass the 1 minute mark of this exciting race. And number 8 pauses for more as well. As the next PS will be made by Christina Bennett! Antonio Bennett really needs to chill on Christina Bennett. He wants to make the pass from Sam McDonald, who leads heading into the wall. Will Sam McDonald hold off Christina Bennett for an easy victory? Or will Christina make the pass? We'll find out soon. Next, PS belongs to number 1, who desperately needs some catching up every now and then. He's still in last place, I think. Yuka Kojima is also trying desperately to catch up to both Sam McDonald and Christina Bennett, who are fighting for the lead up in the front. As Sam McDonald will get the next command speed, she doesn't need to go west for a while. She's trying to get back the lead from Christina Bennett. As Christina and Sandy McDonald head into the home stretch of this exciting race. This is the Ruby portion, of course, otherwise known as the home stretch of the yellow course. As number 1 will get another turn, that makes his second speed rest of the race. And right now it is going to be Christina Bennett who's going to hold off Sam McDonald for an easy victory over the pack. As number 1 gets back to speed rest, and number 2 and 7 are fighting for DUI on the way back. Yuki Tari went out for Christina Bennett. Antonio's chilling work. He made Christina proud. Christina Bennett gets an easy victory. That's right, she is now 5-2. I hope she'll do very well in the rest of the season, and will present the rest of the week's action after we hear a word from this. Alright, Paul, let's simple up this last race and then we're packing up for our next destination. That's right, because all we have left for race number 8 of the Women's Division segment and for week 20 is last year's fair place participant Howard Benjamin, Felicia Brown, and Christian Jacobs that play as a lineup and they got one last time this week, so without further ado, let's have a Chao race! Alright, so let's find out who will close out the victories for week 20's action here in Mobile, Alabama. Everyone was surely excited that the superstars and divas have entertained the Mobile, Alabama crowd, and they're definitely all winners, as I must say. Right now, let's find out who will win this last race of the week. Right now, it's going to be Howard Benjamin who will have command on the lead. The other two Chao are going to be tailgating her for D-Life. Felicia Brown will be Christian Jacobs will be in second, and Felicia Brown will be in third. And as Howard Benjamin heads for the water, the first superstar against Beavers is number 2, and it looks like Felicia Brown is going to that race going to drop down a couple of places due to that nap. Number 6 and 8 are both getting left behind in competition all the way in the back of the pack. As number 8 takes Beavers number 2 in this race, trying desperately to lead number 6 in the dust. Couple still trying the water, and Helen Benjamin has a commanding lead over Christian Jacobs for the moment. She is heading into the Sapphire portion as Felicia Brown gets the next command PS. She hasn't won a single race so far this season. I don't think she'll get a win this week. Right now, number 6 is getting left behind in competition. But it's number 1 who gets the next command PS as we pass the 1 minute mark. Meanwhile, Helen Benjamin is trying desperately to maintain the lead over Christian Jacobs, who's safely in second place ahead of Felicia Brown in the Cowboy. And who got the next one? It is number 6, Natsu. He can't forget about tailgate by number 8. He is leaving number 8 in the dust at least. Poor number 8 is getting left behind in the competition by number 6. He's going to need a couple of speed runs if he wants to get back in this one. And this is the first of them. Will we get some more? We'll find out soon after. And back with fun. Helen Benjamin is trying to leave Christian Jacobs in the dust. As number 1 will get another turn. That makes the second speed rest to the race. Numbers 6 and 8 are getting left behind the competition all the way in the back. I don't think they'll get a speed rest every now and then. They're going to be left behind quite more. So let's see who will get the next command SPS. It's going to be Christian Jacobs, who leads Felicia Brown in the dust. But I do believe Helen Benjamin is still going to dominate over Christian Jacobs. Yep. Maybe by a few yards. Yep. Helen Benjamin is going to hold on Christian Jacobs by a few yards. As Felicia Brown takes another turn, making her second SPS race. And number 6 and 8 are battling for D-Life all the way in the back. Helen Benjamin holds on Christian Jacobs to close out week 20's action victories. Helen Benjamin gets the job done again as number 2 will get the last BS race. I do believe that it's going to do it for this race. Number 8 has no hope for surviving whatsoever. And that is indeed it for week 20's action here in Mobile, Alabama. So Helen Benjamin is the last winner of this week. That's why we're going to close our show in just a few minutes. But first, let's hear a word from this. Alright folks, well here, thanks for coming to our mobile attendance tonight. This is Brad Shang signing off. Remind you to tune in next week for more exciting action. Keep on smiling and so long everybody! This is Paul Sycamore signing off. Join us again for more exciting action on Chao 2017. See you next week.